Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson, and Lord willing, tap into this article with you beloved Akiyam and Akwaf, talking to prophecy, man. As we've been commanded to do, we've been commanded to prophesy, man. All right, and the true men of the Lord are gonna covet that spirit. All right, they're gonna measure the times, through prophecy, okay, which is contained in the volume of the book, all right, the Holy Bible, and ultimately the true servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai are going to be able to make it make sense, for you beloved Akiyam and Akwaf, which consists of the innumerable multitude that believe this report. All right, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf are edified. And as you see, since the Trump administration has taken root once again, all right, this man is on a path of destruction, all right, as they would say in the world. And ultimately, his decision making, it isn't one of a wise man, for a lack of better words. And his goal is to regain that authority, that threat, that Babylon once had over the nations. All right, but what you Edomites don't realize is that you're diminishing. Okay, your blessing that you received by Isaac back in Genesis the 27th chapter. Okay, we're at the tail end, all right, of you living out that blessing. And so this is why you're in the position you're in, where you feel like you've lost control, of the world stage. Okay, when it comes to news and information, you're losing the information war. Okay, you're in a position where you feel like you're losing power, man. It's because you are. All right, that's the reality of this thing. You are losing power. You see, and it's of the Lord. It's of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. He's diminishing you. All right, this is why he's breaking down your society. Your infrastructure is crumbling. None of your plans are going forth as planned. You're in a position where you're pretty much walking blind. You're not sure as far as what the future holds. And it's without a doubt your left-hand priesthood is giving you a stark warning regarding the dark times that are ahead for you, man. It's without a doubt. You got planets aligning. You got various lunar and solar eclipses. These things are happening for a reason. And believe it or not, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's left-hand priesthood, they understand these things. You see? They know that their time is ticking. That's why they got that doomsday clock, as brothers always mention. But needless to say, you got Trump calling himself, putting tariffs, not only on, enemy nations, but allies, man. From Mexico to Canada, okay, to China, man, as you can see in this article. You see, but this foolish behavior is of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because as we know, when we go to, let's go here real quick. And what this is going to, ultimately, what this is building up to, you know, this is going to build up into that famine, man. Because, hey, the famine's got to come one way or another. You see? And what better way for a famine to come, or what better way for it to come than you have a so-called leader in the form of a president putting tariffs on his allies, man, which is going to cause a depletion of product coming in, okay, which we know this is a major importer. Matter of fact, America is the biggest importer on the earth. So you see the trap being set by the Lord. You see an efforts to bring forth the famine to this land, man. And it's going to build up to it. But see, understand, the men of the Lord and the believers have the foresight. They can see, primarily the men of the Lord. You see? Those will be coined the seers, the prophets, man. Okay? As it tells us in Samuel. You see? And hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we see the dark end that's coming to this place, man. But it's beautiful because it's necessary in order for us to get delivered. But let's go here real quick. There's the book of Proverbs. Chapter 21 and verse 1, and it reads, the king's heart or the king's mind. Okay, because understand, let me do this real quick. Bear with me. You know, for edification, there's new listeners coming in. Oh, bear with me. There's new listeners coming in every day. Now we know this king's, this heart, it goes into the Hebrew word lab.
Strong's H 3820. Lave.
He's tripping. It's lab. Okay, that's the proper way to say that in the Paleo Hebrew. And when you go into this word heart, it's not talking about that warm feeling in your chest, man, on the left side of your chest. No. Okay, when you see some girl you like, or you, you know what I mean, or for you, 2/3 is still in the world. You know, when you get around December 23rd, you know what I mean, you start to get that feeling in your chest, you know, the butterflies and stuff. Listen, this is not that heart it's talking about. You see, this is talking about your mind, your inner man. Look, so you got inner man, mind. Look at will, understanding. Okay, let's get a little more mind, knowledge, thinking, reflection. Look at thinking. Okay, reflection. So pretty much, you're operating to the beat of the drum of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so when you go back, and this is talking to the kings of the earth, like your Donald Trumps and even above him, okay, because he's just a puppet. You know, ultimately, his thought process is being filtered, you know, through the international banking families, man. Okay, so check this out. Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's mind or inner thoughts or thinking or will, okay, is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see? So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is completely in control of what we're seeing on display real time. Okay, so when you take a glance, okay, at the trajectory, all right, that Trump is taking, all right, you can clearly see he's going towards the pit. But it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that's doing that, as the scriptures say. He's gonna fall into the same pit, all right, that he made. Let me see something real quick. Same pit that he made. Forgot where that's at. There we go. Psalm 7. Kala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Bear with me. I'm going to start at verse 11 and jump down. All right? This is the book of Psalms chapter 7 and verse 11, and it reads, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai judgeth the righteous. Right, and Lord willing, we're part of the elect. We're being judged continuously. So ultimately, we're not judged with the world. Okay, in the time of tribulation that's fastly approaching. You see? This is why the Lord deals with us like sons. So we'll be separated from that grievous judgment. Alright, that's soon to come. Okay? And power is angry with the wicked every day. Look, and now this is talking to the wicked. He made a pit and digged it. Psalm 7 and 15. Alright, and if you take a glance at the way this place was erected, it was erected by what? Colonization. Okay? Rape, rob, and murder. Bloodshed. Alright, primarily of the who? Israelites. You see, what do you think is going to come out of that? But a righteous recompense. You see? And then you have this man, he's been going from sea to shining sea, just colonizing, taking from everybody. Alright? Now look at him now, and this place is in debt on a level where there's no return. Alright? And this is another reason why he's trying to push those tariffs in efforts to rectify this debt. There's no coming back from the debt that this place is in, man. There's no coming back from it. You see? The only option is Revelations 13 and 16 for them. And that's not even an option. That's pretty much going to bring forth the conclusion of the matter. Continuing on, Psalm 7 and 15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. And this is what this is looking like. Okay, so here it is. You got this dude putting tariffs on various nations. All right, and he put a 10% tariff on China, and China turned around and what? Let's read it. This is from Natural News, dated February 6th, all right, 2025, and the title reads, China strikes back, imposes retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods as trade tensions escalate, man. And to be quite frank with you, all right, this is more detrimental to Babylon, man. Why? Why? Hey, how many things are made in China and sent here versus things made here and sent to China? Think about it. Exactly. So it's going to be more detrimental to America, man. Showing you how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is causing, all right, these Edomites to put their own foot in their mouth, man. As they make these moves, they're deciding through these councils they're having. You see? They're not operating with wisdom. All right, but this is no coincidence because scriptures say, let me get this real quick. Where is that? No, it's in the Apocrypha. I forgot where though. But we're just going through the spirit. The book of Ecclesiasticus, all right, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 22, and it reads, "The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom," and this is the knowledge that they're moving under, man. They're moving under the left-hand practice, okay, of witchcraft, divination. You say soothsaying, that's how they're moving. You see? But ultimately, it's failing them now. Right? It's failing them now. It tells you that in Matthew. I'm going to get another precept. Let's continue on. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence, man. So there's no wisdom found with Esau. All right, the spirit in him is not upright. So of course he's not going to come with wisdom and prudence. No, he's going to come with deception. He's going to come forward. All right, he's going to come with wickedness, man. But there's no knowledge there. Because there's ramifications for that. You see? Because there's a higher power controlling this whole movie, contrary to popular belief. You see? But Esau's that vessel, you can read in Romans 9, that vessel that was created for destruction. You see that? So this is why he's leaning upon left hand means. I wanted to get this too. The book of Isaiah chapter 19, proving that in verse 3, and it reads, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 3, and it reads, and the spirit of Egypt, okay, shall fail in the midst thereof, man. And what spirit, okay, is Egypt in? All right, they're in the spirit of partying, right? They're in the spirit of mirth. You see? They're in the spirit of, folly. That's the spirit that they're in. But as it tells us, and bear with me, I think that's, bear with me, there's no more wine in the street. I think that's the 24th chapter. Let me see something real quick. Bear with me, I gotta turn here. Let me see if I can get this real quick. I think it's Psalms 24, Isaiah 24 and 11. Now I got it right here. Call y'all, and we'll come right back. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24. This is beautiful, right here, because this is what we're witnessing. We got to go back to that Isaiah 19. Got to remember to do that. Now, real quick, let's start at verse. Let's start at verse 10. We're gonna read down to verse 12. Right? Look at the city of confusion, Isaiah 24 and 10. The city of confusion is broken down, and the city of confusion is talking to Babylon. Okay? That's what Babylon means. Babel. Okay? Means confusion by mixture. Okay, and what do you see here? You see a gumball. How do they call it? Gumball pot. You know? And make it down south. Just full of confusion. Mass confusion, man. Okay, from religion to sex orientation to mindset. Okay? To the various different nations you got all up in here. You see? It's just a complete mass confusion. You see that? Look at Isaiah 24 and 10. The city of confusion is broken down, right? Babylon, Babel, right? Confusion by mixture, right? Every house is shut up that no man may come in because a major lockdown is coming, man. Okay, that's gonna make what happened back in 2020 look like a vacation. You see? There is a crying for wine in the street, right? And that's talking to what? Joy. All right? And happiness, man. Remember, wine brings what? Joy to the heart. You see? Comfort. All right? This is what they look, go to TikTok. All right? You can clearly see that there's a crying for wine, okay? Edomites can't get no jobs. People, for that matter, but you got these Edomites spilling their feelings out on a mass level. Okay, these people are in a dire strait, man, as well you should be. Okay, because it's been a long time coming, man. You've been living deliciously. All right, but all good things must come to an end, as they say, right? All joy is darkened, right? The mirth of the land is gone. The mirth of the land is gone. All right? And this is what's going to come, honestly, through those terrorists, man. All right, well, it's already here, but it's going to just escalate. All right, it's going to be completely gone, as it's saying here, as we get closer and closer to the end. And what's going to be the conclusion of that? And the city is left desolation, man. And the gate is smitten with destruction. And this is going to come in the form of those ICBM missiles, man. When the Lord triggers these kings of the earth to push the button. Right, push the button. You see? That's going to be the end game over here. As it tells us in Jeremiah. This place is going to be a burnt mountain. You see? Nothing but the screech owl and desert creatures are going to dwell here. It's going to be uninhabitable and left as a memorial for what you do when you deal treacherously with the Lord's chosen people and when you strive with him. Okay? Back in Isaiah 19 and verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. Right? And I will destroy the counsel, right, thereof. You see? And this is what we're witnessing. They're making foolish decisions, man. Right? And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, right? His left-hand priesthood, man. Okay, but guess what? It's gonna fail him. It's gonna fail him, man. He's not gonna prevail. Let's go back to the article. Well, let's get a little bit of this. We ain't gotta go crazy. The title says the story, but we'll get a little bit of this. Hey, U.S. President Donald Trump imposed a 10% tariff on all products imported from China into the United States, effective February 4th. China announced retaliatory measures, including 15% tariff on liquefied natural gas and coal, and 10% tariff on crude oil, farm equipment, and certain large engine autos, effective February 10th, man. Okay, oil, farm equipment, come on now. Oh, gas prices, you're going where? To the roof, man. Oh, and they're not done. China also announced immediate export controls on critical minerals, including tungsten, tellurium, ruthenium, molybdenum, and ruthenium, which could have significant implications for the global supply chain, man. You see what this man's doing? But it's not him doing it. All right, it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai working through his upper echelons, okay, to make these judgment calls, man, which they think they're gonna bring forth their wicked agenda, but ultimately all they're doing is playing into the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. At the end of the day, so you see what this is gonna bring. Time, man. Listen, man. Misery, man. Okay, misery, man. This is what this is gonna bring. This is what this is gonna build up to. Okay? Because hey, you have to, again, we mentioned it earlier, famine, man. Famine's gotta come some way, somehow, man. You know, and there's gonna be compound issues to bring it on. It's not gonna just happen, you know. Well, it is gonna happen suddenly, but it's gonna build up to it. And for those of you that are not watching, you're not gonna see that build up because you think it's all good in Ohio. But suddenly the storehouse is gonna be found empty, man. Because it's been building up to it anyway. Okay? You're gonna see the store shelves diminishing. It's gonna come to a time where there ain't nothing there no more, man. The trucks stop moving. There ain't nothing going on. Okay? And now you're left to your own devices, man. Let's go ahead. Scripture says what? Many shall perish of famine, man. Let me go get that. Second Ezra 16 in verse 22, and it reads, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. Many means a lot. Many means the majority. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to starve you people out. Okay? That's the equalizer. That's the double barrel shotgun right there. That famine. And it's worse than getting poked up with the sword, man. Alright? And I'm being facetious when I say that. Alright? The sword being a deletion instrument. Specifically the blicky. In its perfection, the missiles. Okay? But the scriptures is telling us. It tells us in Lamentations, Lord willing. As a matter of fact, we'll close out with that. Okay? It tells us in Lamentations, but we'll go get it. We can quote it, but we'll go get it because it's going to hit better. Okay? 2 Ezra 16 and 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. But believe it or not, you're going to be better off getting hit with that sword. Okay? Because when you go here, Lamentations 4 and 9, it reads this. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. Why, Lord? Why? For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruit of the field, man. So you pine away. So you slowly but surely degenerate. Okay? You slowly but surely begin to degenerate, man. Okay? You begin to, you just disintegrate. You diminish. You languish away. You see? And ultimately you get to a point where you're too weak to even be able to blink, man. Organs start to fail. Your body starts to collapse. And it's a very painful way to go out, man. And this is why the scriptures say what they say. You see? It's a long, drawn-out deletion. And this is what Yahweh Bashim Yahshua has on the table. Okay? For you proud, okay, boisterous inhabitants of the earth, man. Starting over here in Babylon. This is what he's going to bring to you, man. This is what he's going to bring to your doorstep. Okay? And let's see how proud you are in that day. Oh, yeah, when you're eating your fingernails, man. Because you ain't got nothing to eat. It's getting real out here. Akiyam and Akwath, as we know. You know, it's getting real out here, man. All right, we're seeing the build-up. All right, to the greatest downfall of an empire the world has ever seen, man. Repent, Jake. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath will edify. Shalom.